Honestly, it's good to be back in California. From
Sure.
Michigan, it was getting kind of cold, but definitely miss it. But I'm happy to be here with my family and my sister. So,
I'm sure everyone's asking you this, or you're just seeing it all over social media, but how are you staying active? What are you doing to keep yourself from going crazy, staying all cooped up in the house?
yeah. So unfortunately, we don't have a pool in our backyard, which is kind of sucks because I'd love to get back in the pool in
Sure.
our neighborhood. Like facilities, so like the pool and everything are closed. So I've been doing the circuits that our weights coach sent to us. I've been trying to jog a little bit, although I'm not a land animal, so it's been a struggle. But I have my sister here, thankfully, so we keep each other motivated. Stay outside, go for walks like with our mom and everything. But mostly, I think like circuits in the backyard are what are keeping us as fit as we can be at the moment.
So you're part of this Michigan team that has been so strong the last couple of years. No reason to think or not to think from your perspective that you wouldn't make the NCAA tournament again. Tell me how this season was going so far and kind of where you thought things would go for the Wolverines in 2020.
Yeah, I think we were definitely a lot stronger than we were expecting to be, considering that we had such a young team. Like we had a boatload of freshmen coming in. We graduated a ton of our starting lineup too. Them being seniors previously last year or going back to training for the Olympics. So we were definitely down people that we had relied on the previous year, but everybody really stepped up. So we were actually having a very strong year despite losing some of our people. And so it's great to see those girls step up and also grow and become really impact players for our team. And so we were just about to start conference, so we hadn't really played anybody in conference yet, but we're usually pretty strong in our conference in CWPA. So based on just the past 3 years of my experience with the team, hopefully we would have been able to show up at the NCAAs again this year.
And you mentioned the conference play, but Michigan notoriously plays this brutal non-conference schedule before you ever
Yeah.
get to CWPA. You go to California, it seems like 3 or 4 times, take on all comers. Kind of two parts. A, how challenging is that schedule year in and year out? And then B, how helpful was it in getting ready for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I personally, we all love playing California because we love the competition. A lot of us are from here, so we get to come back home. But the travel is definitely brutal. And it's kind of funny because at least once a year we have a home tournament, and usually it's flipped where all the Californian teams come to us, and like they get to see what it's like for once. But we love it. We get to see the sunshine, get some vitamin D, which is usually deficient in Michigan. So we have a good time. We enjoy the competition. We get to see all our friends, most of our family. Like since everybody's from there, or the parents pack the stands for us, which is awesome because we don't normally get that when we travel to the other side of the country. We still have a lot of people show up for us, like our parents, but it's definitely different when we go to California. Great atmosphere, and so we love doing that as opposed to just having a few teams come to us. We love to see everybody in California.
Your position in the pool on this Michigan roster, then also being a senior, lends itself to kind of being a leader. Did you feel like you had to take on more of a leadership role when everything stops? Was it on you and the other veteran players to kind of give a message to everyone else, or did that kind of become a collective thing? How do you handle a stoppage moment like that?
I think it was definitely a collective thing. Our coach did a great job. We had a bunch of juniors step up as well as our seniors. So it was definitely a collective part where everybody was making sure that the young girls were understanding what was going on, catching them up, bringing them up to speed. So I think that was like a really proud moment for all of us. I mean, Sophie Pontre and Skylar Pyle were my co-captains, and they, have been here the longest and, the most involved. So it was really nice to see them step up into those roles and basically, show everybody the way, because I can only help so much on my end of the pool. So it was nice to be able to have them. And also like some of the juniors help out as well for, other things that I can't necessarily be as vocal on.
Now, we just talked to Jessie Ransoni, who's in San Diego, who maybe broke some news telling us she's going to come back and play another year. Do you have any intentions of playing another year in Michigan? What's next for you?
Yeah, so I'm going to be coming back next year and getting my master's and playing another year. So I'm really excited because I get to
Nice.
play another year with my sister. I didn't know it was my last game with her. My dad didn't get to see our last game because he was super sick, and we didn't know it was going to be our last game. So I'm definitely happy. to be coming back. I was supposed to be moving down to Miami, so it was kind of a hard decision because I would love to see the sunshine again, but
Sure.
I'm so excited to be coming back, you know, because I was devastated when our season ended, and especially when it's taken away from you like that, you just, you know, you, like you said, you don't know what you have until it's gone, kind of thing. And we all hate certain aspects of it, and now we're saying, you know, how much we love it, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want, you know, it to just be ripped up from under me like that. So I'm really excited to be able to come back and have this opportunity to play again with my teammates as well as under Marcelo. So I'm excited.
And Miami will be there a year later if that's where you need
Yeah,
to end up going.
exactly.
So don't worry about that. I asked this to Jesse as well, and I'm curious for your take. And I imagine every team is going to feel this way because everyone lost their season this year. But you have a different mind frame of like we got an it's like a video game. Like you got a free life. You got an extra turn to go around. An extra ride on the roller coaster. Is there a certain sense of like I really need to make this count because I thought I lost it. Now I have it back.
Yeah, of course. I mean, um, for this past year, you know, being a senior, you're already saying, oh, it's my last time I'm doing this. You know, it's my last red eye home from California. This is my last like team bonding activity where we paint the rock, which is something we do at Michigan. And so there was already kind of that sense of, okay, like cherish every moment. But I didn't get to cherish every last moment because some of it didn't happen. So I'm definitely excited for next year. I think as a team, like we were doing really well. I like felt like I was doing some of my best, you know, play that I've done in a while. So I'm hopefully can be able to, you know, replicate as much as I can with my team this coming season, what we did this past season.
And now you have like 7 more red eyes into Detroit
Yeah.
Airport, so you can look
Yeah.
forward to those
I was saying that
coming
the
up
other day.
soon.
I was like, I thought that was my last red eye, but it's not.
So you have another season coming back. You're going to be with your teammates. I know there's still more memories to make, but I'm sure this has left you in kind of a reflective time. What have you enjoyed so far? What's a standout moment from the first 3.5 years at Michigan?
Oh, I think mostly it's our team, like my teammates, and um, we like to say that we're all kind of like the mismatch pieces that, you know, came from California to Michigan. And so I think just like, um, you know, every year when we have recruits and stuff, we sit around our table in the team room and we have our dinner with the recruits, and we just talk about that all the time. How, um, you know, we seem like we're mismatches, but we all seem to fit together as a team. So I think moments wise, like sitting around the table with the girls are like the ones that stick out the most, and just enjoying each other in company and knowing that we're all really close friends. We're like family, and especially when you're so far away from home, like those are your sisters and the family that you have to rely on, and you know, if you're homesick or anything. So I think that's definitely been standout for me the past couple of years.
And what's been the routine these days to try and stay connected with your group? It seems like every team has a standing Zoom meeting once a week or a
Yeah.
workout. What's the routine for Michigan?
Yeah, we have a Zoom meeting every week. We try to do those on Sundays. Um, and then we basically talk to each other. Like our coach, Marcelo, will reach out to us by like class or individually. So we've been in touch with our coaches pretty frequently. We obviously have like our team Snapchat and group me and all that. So, which is always active. So we definitely keep in touch a lot. But I think Zoom we do every week. And then yeah, other than that, I mean, we're all close, and we, you know, are all from around here for the most part. So we stay connected online.
Had Marcelo picked out the jersey of the other Michigan sport team he was going to wear to the NCAA championships yet?
Oh gosh, I don't think so. We never got that far.
Got it. Okay. I was just curious. I like to see what he unveils every year.
We wanted him to have
Football.
the hair down last year. Was like our thing. You got to take the ponytail out if we make the top floor.
Excellent, excellent. Jesse, in the last interview from Santa Barbara, big water polo community there. Diana from Chicago, big water polo community. You're from Newport Beach, CDM, another big water polo community. It's what people think of when they think of water polo. Your hometown area. What kind of foundation did that give you coming up in the water polo world to kind of go where you've gone?
Yeah. My, you know, like I don't even know where to start. Like all of our communities have like pools, you know, and you know, the middle of, you know, our neighborhood we have two pools, and so we have rival swim teams. And so since I was little, and you know, I we called them polywogs. It was when I learned how to swim. It was the rival within the neighborhood, you know, and then you go over to CDM, and that's like the big swim meet at the end of the year with all the different club swim teams. And so that was definitely like a start of it, is everybody, you know, knows each other from swim team, and we all started out swimming together. And then as you grow older and, you know, maybe you get tired of, you know, swimming, but you still want to do something in the water, everybody kind of turns to water polo. Kind of what JR was saying before, like we all do junior guards together during the summer, and then you usually go to practice afterwards and then, or before, whichever, if you're in the morning or afternoon group. So it's pretty similar for us. I mean, you just do everything together in the water. You've known that you've been swimming with the same people that you've been playing water polo with, and you play water polo with the same people you swam with. So it's pretty all intertwined and yeah, it's great to be back here because, you know, I miss that for sure.